Hello everyone, here's a video for you showing Ukraine's marine drones in action once more, and it's quite an interesting video. So as the marine drone filming is prowling for targets, we see some interesting things. First we see a marine drone pass by in front of it at high speed. Then, a few seconds later, we see smoke and fire from on the water. Now at first I thought this was an interceptor drone, but I think this one blasted a hole through the defensive berms, as after a small cut in the video, we see this drone filming, approaching these defensive berms spread over the harbour, and there's a sizable hole in one of them where one has been destroyed. So these defensive berms look absolutely useless as well. I suppose one marine drone was wasted on them rather than hitting a ship, so they actually did work to a degree, but it seemed fairly easy to make a gap to allow the other ones to slip through. Now, also interesting is as this drone is circling around and seeking out a target, you can see fire and smoke near the shore. I'm not sure if this is from an intercepted marine drone, an impact on a Russian boat, or even maybe impacts from airborne drones, which are used simultaneously here. But it's quite curious. I'll look at that in more detail very soon. As for this drone, it's seeking out a target to hit, and there's no sign of incoming fire. Now, there's another cut in the video, and we see it zeroing in on a Project 498 harbour tug, hitting it on its right hand side. Now here's a curiosity. The feed cuts to another drone hitting the same boat. When this one hits, there's no damage seen to the ship. However, if you look close as the drone's approaching, you can see there's what looks to be debris in the water. I wonder if the first marine drone hit the side of the tug but didn't detonate initially. It lost contact with the operator and sort of floated away from the side of the boat before detonating away from it, and so didn't cause any actual damage to the tugboat. And this second marine drone attacked the tug instead and presumably destroyed it. Who knows, just an idea. So, a very good strike here by Ukraine. It's always worth seeing these marine drones in action, and there are some very interesting things in this video which I'll go through soon. So, let's have a look at some screenshots. Then we can check out what exactly the target was and also where exactly this attack took place. So first here, a screenshot showing the second marine drone tearing in front of the one recording. And on this screenshot, smoke and fire. This one caused by one of the first drones blasting a hole through the defensive berms, allowing others to sneak through. So at least 3 drones were used in this attack. In this screenshot, you can see the destroyed defensive barrier, leaving a drone-sized gap in much the same way Russia's air defences have ATACMS and Storm Shadow-sized gaps. Here is the most curious bit of the video for me. 2 separate blasts are here, as there are 2 plumes. Now, are these marine drones that were intercepted hits on another boat, or maybe some other kind of activity, such as aerial UAVs hitting targets as well? Another possibility that just occurred to me, could these be impacts on the shoreline from MLRS rockets that we've seen some of these drones be fitted with? Ukraine reported just 1 ship hit, so I don't think this is a yet unknown target that was hit by the marine drones as well. However, check this out. When the smoke clears a bit, this does look very much like the shape of a ship near where the fire was. So, was this actually the true target here, and the drone operator thought, this has been hit twice already, let's find something else, when in reality the drones had been intercepted? Or is sort of 2 drones get intercepted near it and decided to go for a softer target instead? But we still can't rule this out being another ship that was hit, although Ukraine did say just 1. But it's very curious. Maybe I'm just seeing things that aren't here, and it isn't actually a ship on the water near where the plumes of smoke were. Here it is without the outline, so you can see it a bit better. And it's hard to tell, but it does look very ship-shaped to me. I'd love to read your thoughts on it. Let's check the next screenshot now. So here we can see the hull of a large vessel. I can only assume this wasn't hit because it was a civilian vessel. And here, a nice view of the target ship. This is identified as being a Project 498 harbour tug. So, let's check what the 498 is. Here's an image of it. So these have a displacement of 257 tons standard and a crew of 6. These are armed tugs fitted with a 14.5mm gun. As a tug, it's intended for towing and berthing operations. 28 of these were built, but I can't find out how many the Black Sea Fleet actually has. My usual online source, a pretty useful website about Black Sea Fleet ships, says they had one, which was sent to Ukraine decades ago. But I think it likely more have been sent to the Black Sea Fleet unofficially to assist in the war, or it may even be a Coast Guard tug which wouldn't show up as officially part of the Black Sea Fleet. This was here, in Panska, which is now a town called Chornomorske in Crimea. Zoomed out, you can see it's on Crimea's northwestern coast. So, a very interesting video here. Always worth seeing these marine drones, and again, Russia just can't defend against them. These ones here, we saw them blast a hole through the defensive berms, seek out a target, and hit it. Now, the target being a tugboat is relatively minor, which shows that Ukraine clearly has plenty of these marine drones to spare if it can afford to use one to hit a relatively unuseful tugboat. But attacks like this do force Russia to defend all these little harbours and everything to stop the marine drones going through. So it does spread Russia's defensive network even further. And potentially there's the possibility of Russia deploying small armed boats such as the Two Nets class boat which we saw getting hit a week or so ago, or similar to patrol boats like that, which may make a more tempting target for the marine drones. And of course, every bit of firepower defending these small little inlets and harbours like this. So continuous attacks like this using the marine drones do make perfect sense, even if the target isn't as impressive as, say, a Rapua class ship or a corvette. And again, it's another ship of the Black Sea Fleet gone to the bottom of the ocean. Ukraine keeps hitting the Black Sea Fleet hard. So, that's it for this video. Not too much else to discuss here, but I'm going to play a video from the Ukraine Volunteer Centre about the ongoing fundraiser. Thanks so much for watching. The donation information is in the description. And take care, everybody.
Good afternoon. Greetings from the Ukrainian Volunteer Center. Dear friends and patriots of our country, today we are announcing a new fundraising. The goal is to raise $9,900 from the $13,000 for a car Renault Duster for soldiers from the paramedics unit in Donetsk direction, $3,000 for 2 tons of USL fuel for the 3rd Separate Battalion of the Ukrainian Volunteer Army, and also $3,900 for helmets model Fast and tactical sneakers for aerial reconnaissance in Zaporizhia direction. The mail on the video is our PayPal address, as well as in the description of the channel there are links to crypto wallets. For the biggest donation we sent a piece of a Su-34 airplane that was shot down in the Chernigov region. Remember, even the smallest donation can make a big difference. Let's support our heroes and show them that the whole world stands with them. Thank you for your generosity, kindness and support. With love from Ukraine.